friends, and welcome back. I'm Enterprise Architecture. We are back here playing more modded Minecraft. We're playing all the mods 10 on our community server. As a reminder, the community server is indeed free to play. Anybody can join if they want. You just have to be good people. We have a lot of good people on here now. I think we just broke 25 people on the server. That is a lot of folks, y'all. And so I'm really excited to have so many good people to play with. There's always people on every single time I log on, and everybody's just been so friendly and welcoming here. It's a great little community. So if you want to join, all you have to do is click that link below to join our Discord, and you get all of the details. Of course, if you do want to help out and support the server, help us pay for it, or if you just want to support the channel, you can always become a paid member and subscribe below. We do appreciate those subscriptions. They're extremely cheap. It's $3 US. I'm not sure what it would be in your local currency, but it's less than the price of a cup of coffee, hopefully, and it just helps us keep things up and running here, and we really appreciate all that. But again, it's totally optional. The server is free, the content is always free, and we appreciate you being here with us on the journey. Now, let's dive right in to today's adventure. Now, our very first task today is something that we have been putting off for a while. We found that lovely kitty wandering around outside the village, all starved and hungry, and so we need to name it. Now, I had a bunch of really good suggestions from the community as to what we should name this, but our longtime friend, a dear friend and dear wonderful viewer, Starloni, made the recommendation that I am going with, and that is going to be Kumo. Kumo, of course, is Japanese for cloud. And those of you who know me in real life and know what I do will find that that is an amusing name to pick. But also, I just think it's a very, very pretty name. And so Kumo is going to be the name of our kitty. There you go. Hi, Kumo. Hi. Hi. What a good kitty you are. Yeah. Sit. Yeah, there we go. In real life, cats do not sit when you tell them to sit, generally speaking. But Kumo does, because Kumo's a good kitty. You're a good kitty. Actually, Kumo, you're such a good kitty. Let's find you some food. I know I have some fishes in here for you somewhere. Where did I put the fishes? Ah, there's the fishes. Okay, here, Kumo. Have some fishes. Good kitty. Okay, you hang out there. All right, we are going to go on to the next piece of our adventure. All right, first things first, we need to start with some very, very basic upgrades. And it looks like the friends on the server are giving us some help with those upgrades as well, but I need to at least make myself a decent suit of armor here. So we're going to start with some osmium, which is actually relatively OP in this pack, if I remember. So that should help us out a little bit. There we go. And from that, we can probably, is this better than our diamond? I mean, it's not better than these few diamond pieces we have, so we might stick with that for now, but these are about to break, so I did want at least a backup on that. It's definitely going to be better than this iron, even though it is, fancy iron armor. It's still going to be way better than that. Yeah, I guess we do have another diamond chest plate that we can still swap to, so maybe we put these in our backpack, which we can use later. Oh, I found a second backpack, and it's got like all sorts of special powers. This was from a monster in the Nether. So yeah, explosive damage is reduced, physical damage is reduced, ignores durability, and increases luck. So that's actually really super great. And then I upgraded all the way to gold because we had extra iron and gold, and I was able to do that. And then I have this other copper backpack. That's the one that I had made previously and upgraded. So that's just like extra storage. That's a tip I learned from Geekier Gamer, is just like fill your inventory with backpacks, and then you have as much storage as you need ever, and you never have to think about it again. All right, so let's drop off some of this extra stuff that we are not using here. Actually, we are going to need some of this because I have one thing that I want to do first today. Charm of Diamondite. You might remember that our dear friend Kaylee gave us a Charm of Netherite. And I didn't realize at the time that you can actually make these for a variety of things. So charm, sight, yeah, all of these allow you to see various things in the world. And that can be really, really, really helpful, particularly if there's resources that you're struggling to come across. So netherite scrap, I don't think is really relevant. Unobtainium, though, can you even mine unobtainium? I thought we crafted unobtainium. Well, it doesn't really matter. The ones we really care about are probably going to be maybe AllTheModium, because it should be easy to find once we get to an actual city, one of the underground cities, but we're not there yet. They're pretty visible in the walls, so I don't think we'll really need that. We might want the vibranium one, since we might struggle to find that in the Nether and other places, but I don't know if you can find vibranium in the mining dimension yet. We're going to need to figure that out. And then right now, Diamond is actually one thing that I don't have enough of either. I've only got 25 diamonds, so it would really help if we could make one of these. We need some blaze powder for that. That's easily acquired. We're going to need diamondite, which is harder to acquire. We need calcinated diamond oresite powder for that, and we put that in a brewing stand. For that, we are going to need diamond oresite powder that we have blasted, and for that, we are going to need to make a pestle, a mortar, some ender powder, some glowstone dust, and some redstone dust in addition to a diamond. I think ender powder, yeah, we can just make with ender pearls. And I think we have like a handful of ender pearls. We have a handful of blaze powder and blaze rods. So we should be able to do most of that stuff without too much trouble. We're going to need to grab up our diamond as well. The one thing, the question is, how do we make a mortar and pestle? Oh, you want me to use my precious diamonds to make a mortar and pestle. That doesn't make me feel especially great, but I guess we do what we can because we must. So let's grab up some of our nether quartz. We've been really raking in the nether quartz, which is really, really lovely. And we need a mortar. That means we need some bricks, and we are going to need some stone. Let's see here. Any nether brick, regular brick? Okay, it doesn't really matter. And then we do have some stone. We have a lot of stone. Oh, we have some extra iron too. That's good. Where is our clay? I know I had mined up a little bit of clay. Oh, do we have any bricks already made? I don't see any bricks already made. Okay, so let's go ahead and go outside and use our electric furnace for this because that's going to go much, much, much quicker. Here is our netherite furnace. Thanks to Kaylee, we got a netherite furnace and we have this lovely thermo generator. So again, thanks Kaylee. You have saved me once again. There's our 4 pieces that we need for that. Actually, we don't have to go outside. We have a crafting grid in our inventory. Let's make up our mortar. Let's make up our pestle. There we go. And now we can get started on making up these other ingredients. So like ender powder, there we go, we do that. Oh, and this doesn't have durability. I like that even better now. That's wonderful. Okay, and so then the last thing we need to do here is, let's see, get some glowstone dust. I know we have some of that handy too. There we go, diamond oresite powder. Now we need to blast it in a blast furnace. Let's put it in here. And I thought we had some coal left that I can convert back into tiny coal, just like that. All right. And hopefully this will cook up properly for us into our, whatever that was, the next type of thingy. While we're making the thingy, we will go ahead and make up a couple of bottles. We're going to need some bottles to put stuff in here. We're actually pretty low on sand because I used most of it to make glass for our highway in the nether. So I've got just 16 pieces left I'm going to hold on to because inevitably I'm going to need it for a recipe. But let's take those 16 and make ourselves up a couple of bottles here. So we have that, we have this, we have our calcinated oresite powder. So we use that and we need 3 bottles of mundane potion. Mundane potion we just make with any water bottles, and it looks like whatever garbage that we have collected from monsters. I think Spider's Eye might be the easiest because we have a bunch of those. So let's go get some water. All right, let's get to brewing. So we need to put some brewing stuff there and some blaze powder there. And, you know, it has been so long since I've brewed potions. I don't want to, like, date myself here, but I think the last time I actually brewed potions would have been, like, a couple of years ago. I don't remember doing this in any of the mod packs that we've been playing through lately. It's nice to get back into it, but I always found the potion process to be a little confusing and frustrating, but this is going well for us so far. We have mundane potion. For diamondite, it looks like we just need mundane potion and that calcinated diamond oresite powder. So that should work. And then the actual charm, it looks like we're just going to wrap that in blaze powder. Okay, diamondite powder is done. Oops, diamondite potion is done, excuse me. Let's go ahead and set this up really quickly. We add our blaze powder around it, and there we go. A lovely charm of diamondite. And again, thanks to Kaylee for the tip. All right, so one other thing I want to get working on here is I continue to starve. I forget to eat in this game all the time, and frequently if I'm playing in my own servers, I will turn hunger off entirely because I don't think as a mechanic it's very fun. But I understand some people love it, so it's in this pack. We need to make ourselves up a feeding upgrade for our new massive backpack. So we need an upgrade base to start. So an upgrade base is made with a bunch of iron, a little bit of leather, and some string. Let's see if we can cobble together enough iron to make this. It looks like we just barely can. Let's put the rest of this in here just in case we might need it for something. The string I know we have because we've encountered plenty of spiders at this point, some of whom have ended us repeatedly. And then last, leather. Unfortunately, some animals have been harmed in the filming of this, which is something I try to avoid whenever possible. But unfortunately, this pack is a little brutal and does make some requirements of sacrifice. So I don't love that about it, but it is the way that things work. Okay, so to make this feeding upgrade, we are going to need some golden carrots, some golden apples, some glistening melon, and some ender pearls. Golden carrot, we just surround with our gold nuggets. We're going to do the same thing with our apple. Wait, is that not right? How do we make a golden apple? Oh no, it is gold ingots. Oh, please tell me the glistening melon is still cheap. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we do have a decent amount of gold. I hope that this is enough. That should be enough because this will make 7, right? And then we just need 1 more. There we go. That's 8. Okay, so we do have plenty of gold. Let's make a very expensive gold apple. There we go. And now we can make our feeding upgrade. Just like that. Wonderful. Okay, so let's put the rest of our gold back into this. I did make our first compacting drawer because we finally got enough iron to make a single compacting drawer. So I did that, but everything's kind of a mess here. I do want to clean this up at some point in the future, but our storage will grow as our ambitions do. Okay, so let's go ahead and open our backpack with B. We're going to put in our feeding upgrade there. It's on. I don't know who gave us the everlasting beef. This showed up in my mailbox at one point. So thank you to whoever it was that gave me everlasting beef. That's really delightful. And we are using this now with our feeding upgrade so that we always have food being consumed. So that's going to work really, really well for us. Now, while we were building that nether highway, I did find a bunch of really, really cool items. And there were also a few that people had left behind in the free shared area where we've got relic storage in our town hall. So thanks to everybody who's been leaving great items for people to pick up. I picked up a rage glove from there, which just helps us with our combat. I found the fire gauntlet in the nether, which also sets enemies on fire, which is lovely. I also finally found magma walkers, which is one of my absolute favorite items, and paired with the aqua walkers. This lets you walk on top of lava. This lets you walk on top of water. So as a pair, this works really well. And I switch them out depending on where I am. The running shoes are generally more effective for just getting around. I really, really, really wish this game had like the Goblin Tinkerer, like Tinker's table, like exists in Terraria so that you could combine relics. I think that would be super powerful. But as far as I know, you cannot combine relics in this mod. Yeah, so there's no usage there. That would be just unbelievably cool. But, you know, we do what we can. Ooh, I just checked my mail and now we have a AllTheModium furnace upgrade. I'm going to guess that that's Kaylee that sent that. That seems like the sort of thing that Kaylee would send. So that is still going to be a factory augmented one, but ooh, this thing is crispy. It takes 1,000,000 FE. That's most of the chores that I wanted to get done today. Now, I figured we could go on at least 1 or 2 little more adventures here. Let's see if we can't find an ancient city somewhere and see if we can't start mining up some of the AllTheModium that lives there. All right, so to help us do this, I'm going to make ourselves up a nature's compass. I believe these will help us to find different biomes that we are looking for. So this might help us find an ancient city. I'm not for certain that this will indeed work the way I think it does, but we're just going to need 4 trees, 4 logs, and a compass to figure that out. We need a little bit of redstone, and we should go ahead and grab up our logs and such and our trees while we're at it. I know I have more trees here somewhere. We'll just use jungle because they're the most plentiful at the moment, although typically you do need 4 of them to grow a full-size jungle tree, so that is something to keep in mind. Nature's compass. Wonderful. Okay, so let's dump out all of the other stuff that's in our inventory that we don't need. There we go. This is what we're looking for. So ancient wart forests. Well, maybe deep dark. I think deep dark would be good enough, and we can get away with that. So, oh, okay, great. So at long last, we find ourselves in an ancient city, and I believe that might be the AllTheModium ore that we need. To get to the ancient city, I did use my nature's compass, and I basically just used RTP to go to a random spot on the map to see if that would be somewhat close to a new location that might have a deep dark. And luckily the deep dark had a huge mountain on top of it. So I did know that it was probably going to be an ancient city underneath. So that's what we did to get here. Now, do we have enough building blocks that we can get up there? I hope that we do. This might wake the beast, but we're going to try and make it out of here without too much trouble. That means we probably should break some of the skulk sensors. Okay. And can I get up to you? Let's find out. Uh-oh. Yeah, that means more. Yep, Wardens are going to be on the way. Okay, that is indeed AllTheModium, so that's what we want. Okay, we've got our very, very first AllTheModium. Okay, so that's one piece. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Womby is going to come and help us out. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Okay. Looks like Womby is doing battle on our behalf. I can't even see what's happening. Oh no. Oh, sorry, Womby. That's not what we intended at all. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Let's try and sneak past here. Let's see here. Oh, what was that? We have a Raise the Dead scroll? Oh, and we're gonna die probably pretty quick here. So let's, fall off, I guess? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, we are not equipped for this. None of us are equipped for this. Okay, so you can't dodge the Shrink no matter how fast you're going, so that literally only leaves tanking at this point. Ugh. Okay, back into the fray. Let's see if we can't finish him off. Okay, well, Womby's worn down almost all of his health. I'm just, like, barely poking at him at this point. Oh no! If only my lava waders were on, but they are not. Ugh. Did you finish him off? Oh, you pushed him into lava, so no. Okay. Thanks for the help. Well, it sounds like there's multiples now? I don't even know what's going on at this point. I can't keep track. Let's see here. We're still looking for our AllTheModium though, so it doesn't really matter what's going down there. Oh, and it looks like because I was starting to get speed with the roller skates that I'm keeping that speed now that I'm crouched. So that's awfully nice. That's just gold, right? Yeah, that's just gold. Okay. Oh, there's one more piece. Let's see here. Can I safely get up there? I guess nothing is really safe at this point. Womby, have you found AllTheModium yet? Okay, there's one more glowing piece over there if we can get to it without getting smooshed. Okay, there is 3. Oh, and Womby's asking us to teleport to her. Let's go to her. Oh, you've been shot. Yes, please. Okay, where are we going? We're going this way. Okay, which way? Yep. Okay, let's see here. Bunny hoppers. What can we do with bunny hoppers? Apparently we can jump real big is what Womby is saying, so we need to do a little bit of that. Does this work? Maybe it's a rabbit-like thing. Oh, maybe it's 2 ears. I don't think it's that. I think it's this. Yeah, that's what I think it is. And then here, and the tail, and then the foot, and then the front foot. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we are bunnying, and that should let us jump nice and high. Our armor got completely eviscerated. That is somewhat sad. Kitty slippers we're going to swap out for bunny hoppers. Yeah, okay, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, I can jump good now. Where to? Okay, Cherry Village. Cute. Okay, we're getting village loot. Let's see if there's anything good in here. There's some... Oh, an angler's hat? Okay, I'll take it. Stalwart unobtainium ring? Where are we? Oh. Okay. Ooh, a secret passage. What? What? Oh, wow. This is amazing. And once again, our inventory is way too full to deal with all of this stuff. Okay. Okay, these are Wisewood bookshelves? Inscription table? What? 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 What is... What? What the what? What? Okay, and then there's more? What? 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 What is all of this? I don't even understand what I'm looking at this point. There's just like weird decorative stuff and more bunny hoppers and yeah, okay. This is what this is, huh? What? There's just so much stuff. I need way more inventory space. My backpacks are all full, lol sob. Okay, so Womby and I have cleared out this weird mage's hut thing, and there's I don't even understand. Like there's Wisewood bookshelves and all sorts of stuff that I was not at all prepared to be looting, and this is just incredible. This is just incredible. Oh, a pillager fort. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Okay, more bunny hoppers stuff. I don't really need charcoal. Sounds like battle is happening behind me. Don't really need that either. Not nearly as good loot so far in here, although that's not bad. Ooh, a bow is not bad. Whoa! What is this? This is amazing. Oh, I want a house that looks like this. This is super cool. Oh, moss and green carpets. Oh, this is so nicely designed. Oh, and there's stuff to steal. So we're going to steal stuff. But, bookshelves. Oh, what's on the bottom of this? Oh, it's all just part of the same cauldron, I guess, and it's hanging? Is that what's going on? This is so fun and witchy and cozy, and now I want to build one. Oh, hi, Neo. Oh, so Neo says that they're willing to give us a ingot. That would be wonderful. Oh, wow. And the AllTheModium smithing template. Okay. And I believe if we have more netherite and some deep slate, yeah, we can make more of this. Wonderful, wonderful. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, wow. That is 8. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. You have saved me hours. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Okay, wonderful. So now the only thing we are missing is netherite. Okay, so all I need to do now is go get more netherite. Okay, that is amazing. All right, so apparently Neo has everything that we need at this point. So we might just go by Neo's house. Whoa, mob grinder. Oh, okay. You know, what kind of spawner is that? Oh, that is, oh my. Oh my. What? What? Oh my God. Oh my God. God. Thank you, Neo. This is ridiculous. Excellent. Awesome. Thank you so much for all of the help. Wonderful. Okay, y'all. So that saved us a lot of time. We need to make use of all of these wonderful things that we now have, right? So let's see here. To clone the netherite template, wherever that went, we can make those with, once we have one, with deep slate, and we are generating deep slate now because we did that at the beginning of the episode. So let's go into our other inventory here. Let's make another copy of this. Now we have 2 of them, and then we can use that to help out our friends as they happen to need this too. Although I'm sure everybody else probably already has a bunch of these, and I'm just way, way, way behind. So I think what we can do is do this. There we go. Now we have an efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, AllTheModium pickaxe. Now, we probably should not have done that, but that's the one that we had. And we have a bunch of AllTheModium ingots as well. So I think now that we can combine those, we can finally put together that telepad so that we can go to the mining dimension. So let's take a look at that on our quests. AllTheModium. Let's say that. Okay. We need to make a telepad. So we need to take our AllTheModium and combine it with an ender pearl. We have a few of those on hand. Let's go ahead and convert this into our nuggets. There is our telepad. And yeah, I don't know how to use this. So let's, I guess, find out. I'm going to put it in this corner here. This teleports to the mining dimension. Okay. Okay. Oh, and this must be the mining dimension. And this will take us back to where we were. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. We have now made it to the mining dimension, and it's, yeah, it looks like people have already been here and started doing mining, which is hilarious. So yeah, we're gonna get to mining. But all of that mining is going to have to happen next episode. For now, we're going to call that the end of this episode. Special thanks to all of our friends who helped out on today's adventure, especially disaster.wombat and NeoCrax. You all have made this go amazingly quickly, and I really appreciate you all being here. But yeah, it's just a great community here of people helping each other out and helping us get through this pack. I do feel like I didn't cheat that much because I did find at least my very first piece of AllTheModium all by myself, but I definitely had a lot of help to get to the rest of the way through this pack. So couldn't have done it without y'all. Thank you again. But for now, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye, friends.